Hello everyone. As part of the accounting cycle series, this video is on trial balance. We have already gone through journals, then created ledgers out of it. Now we will be creating a trial balance from those ledgers. Since we are using the same journals, so you will be able to find a linkage between all of them. But don't worry, if you have not seen any of them, you can still understand the concept and the example here. The next video will be on creation of final accounts, and I will upload this entire series in a playlist separately. All such video will be in the I button as well as in the description box. Do check them out. So let's start with the meaning of the trial balance first. What is a trial balance? Trial balance is basically a statement or a report which lists down the balances of all the ledgers, be it debit or credit, be it an asset, liability, equity, or expense or income account. So it basically tests the mathematical accuracy of all the types of account, debit and credit, and ultimately gives you a summary balance of all the ledger accounts. It is helpful in creating the financial statement at the end of any financial period. Now the question is, why is a trial balance created? A trial balance is basically created to check the mathematical accuracy of all the balances. But if the mathematical accuracy dies out, it does not mean the trial balance is 100% correct. There can be various other reasons why the TV can show you some misleading balances. The reasons for such will be discussed in a separate video. I will tag that in the I button here, and I will also give that in the description box below. Do check them out later. But right now, let's just resume here why a TV is prepared. It also gives you summary level balances for all the accounts. We just discussed this in the definition of a trial balance. The auditors come to your business premises and ask for the trial balance as the first thing. They take it to check the balances for all the ledgers and try to find something which is mischievous. Finally, it is used to calculate the final balance of all the ledger at the end of the accounting period. Hence, it gives you the summary of all the accounts. What are the various types of trial balance? The first one, the raw one, unadjusted trial balance. It is basically the raw balances that you pick from your ledger accounts. Second one is adjusted trial balance. It's the same trial balance that you pick from your raw ledgers, but there are some additional journal entries booked as an adjustment for situations like prepaid rent, outstanding salaries, etc. Third one is post-closing entry trial balance. Here, the trial balance is fetched after booking all the post-closing entries. For example, the transfer of expenses and income to your net profit, and then the transfer of net profit to your retained earnings. So I will try to create a separate video explaining all the closing entries and the adjustment entries so that it can be handy for you. Right now, since the focus is on trial balance, I won't go too much of explanation into the types of trial balance. The next part and the most important part, the practical example, how you fetch the balances from the ledgers and give it to your trial balance. Since we have already created ledgers in our prior videos, the link of which is already there in the I button, we'll be just fetching the balances from those ledgers and put it in a trial balance and see how this works. So this is the same ledger that we discussed in one of our prior videos, the link of which is in the I button. We'll be using the balances from these ledgers only to see how they get posted to the trial balance. The format is very simple. You have the accounts in the first column, you have the debits and credits, and you just have to list down all the accounts for which you have created the ledgers, and ultimately the balances, be debit or credit, in the last two columns. Finally, once you are done listing all the balances, you just make a total of both debit and credit side, and at the end you check if the debit is equal to credit or not. If not, that means there is an issue. There is some difference because you may have missed something. Even if the balances tie, as I said it before, it does not ensure that your accounts is correct. There may be some other errors. For those errors, I will be making a separate video and I will tag that video to the I button here too. So let's see how the balances are being tagged to trial balance here. First one, a cash account. Cash account does have a debit balance here, $119. So here, cash account is given as the first line with debit as the balance. Second one, furniture account. So furniture account here does not have any balance because it is balanced out. So we have given furniture account and the balance is zero in both sides. You do not have to mention furniture account whenever you do it practically, since it is zeroed out. Third one, purchase account. Purchase has a debit balance of 21. So here purchase also has a debit balance of 21. Fourth account here is data. Data has a $8 debit balance. Let us check here what does it have. So here also data has a $8 debit balance. So basically you have to go through each and every individual ledger accounts, pick the balances out of it, debit or credit, and then place the account names here, after which you have to finally put the debit and credit amounts properly. If you're doing it, your trial balance will tie. If it does not tie, let's say here it is 189 and here it is 180, so there is a $9 difference, then you have to post that $9 in a new account called suspense account. It can be called by different names by different business entities, but commonly it is called as suspense account. So here that $9 balancing figure will be posted for the time being, and when you are able to figure out why there is a difference, you will just reverse the suspense account data and then transfer the figure to the account where you may have missed it earlier. I won't be just going through all the ledgers and show you the balances, because it is very easy. You can easily figure it out how it is working. If you have any questions or queries, do let me know in the comment box and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you. Do like and subscribe if you've liked the video.